My name is Muhammad Syami Shakir bin Muhammad Ridwan. My ID number is MDB2211039. So I'm gonna present about the question 1, 1 Roman and 2 Roman. Question 1, 1 Roman. Calculate the ratio for Sri Meru SDN BHD. First thing first, we calculate the liquidity ratio. Current asset. The formula of current asset is current asset divided by current liabilities. So RM 142890 divided by RM 37480. Then we got the answer is 3.81 times. Second, debt ratio. Formula of debt ratio is total debt divided by total asset and times with 100%. So RM 55380 divided by RM 19837 times 100%. Then we got the answer is 27.92%. Then we calculate the time interest. Time interest formula is EBIT divided by interest. So RM 35000 divided by RM 2500. Then we got the answer is 14 times. Let's move to profitability ratio. The first one is net margin. Formula net margin is net income divided by sale, then times with 100%. So RM 24000 divided by RM 25450. Return on asset formula is net income divided by total sale. So RM 24000 divided by RM 190370. My answer is 12.91%. We continue with return on equity. Return on equity formula is net income divided by ordinary share. So RM 24000 divided by RM 134990 times with 100%. We got the answer is 17.78%. Let's move to asset management ratio. The first one is inventories turnover. Inventories turnover formula is sale divided by inventories. So RM 245500 divided by RM 56370. We got the answer is 4.52 times. Next, day sales outstanding. Day sales outstanding formula is account receivable divided by sale and times with 365 days. So RM 71870 divided by 254500 times with 365 days. We got the answer is 100. Non-current asset outstanding. Non-current asset outstanding formula is sale divided by non-current asset. So RM 25450 divided by RM 47480. We got the answer is 4.36 times. Last one is total asset turnover. Total asset turnover formula is sale divided by total asset. So RM 254500 divided by RM 190370. Then we got the answer is 1.34 times. Next, I will be answer the question 1, 2, 4 times. Next, I will be answer the question 1, 2 Roman. Identify and briefly explain area of the firm liquidity, leverage, profitability, and asset. The higher ratio of 3.81 Egg 1 is considered better from a liquidity perspective. Number 2, it is equal. Number 3, the day sales outstanding of 18 days is considered better than 103 days. It suggests that on average, the company collect payment more quickly and positively. For 5.36 is considered better than 4.1. A higher ratio implies that the company is generating more revenue. 1.5 is considered better than 1.34. A higher ratio suggests that the company is more effective in utilizing its total asset to generate revenue. Number 6, 22% is considered better than 37.92%. A lower debt ratio implies that a smaller proportion of the company total asset is funded by debt. Number 7, 14 is better than 9.6. A higher ratio suggests that the company is more capable of covering its interest expenses with the operating income. Number 8, 10% is better than 9.43%. A higher net margin suggests that the company can retain the large percentage of its revenue as profit after accounting for all expenses. Number 6, it is better than number 9. 15% is better than 12.91%. A higher ROA suggests that the company is more efficient in utilizing its asset to generate earning. Last one is ROE of 19.23% is better than 17.78%. A higher ROE suggests that the company is more efficient in generating return for its shareholder relative to the equity investment.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Fidana Begim Lancaya. So now I want to give possible reason for the weaknesses and recommend appropriate action to be taken to improve shareholder wealth. First, subpar financial performance is the cause of the deficiency in shareholder wealth. This could be brought on by decrease in sales, an increase in cost, or inadequate profit margins. To increase profitability, it is advised that cost-cutting measures be put into place, revenue generating techniques to be improved, and operational efficiencies be the main priority. Next, external factors that might affect stock prices and shareholder wealth include industry volatility and economic downturns. For this reason, it is advised that the business diversify in investment, keep an eye on market development, and think about using hedging techniques to reduce the risk brought on by market volatility. And the last reason is inefficiencies in management. A company's performance might be hampered by ineffective governance, poor leadership, or poor decision making. Thus, in order to develop trust among stakeholders, the organization might strengthen leadership abilities, increase decision making procedures, and promote open communication.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hafiz Izzuddin bin Zamri and my ID number is MDB2211090. Alright, I will explain the question 2, Roman 1. So, the question is, choose a company and analyze, based on figure, the trend of revenue, net income, and expenses over the last 3 years for the selected company. Alright, so the company that I choose is the Nestle. Then, as we can see, I have attached in the slide here a statement of profit or loss for the period ended 31 December 2019, 2020, and 2021.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Haris Akmal bin Samsudin. My ID number MDB22111072. And today, I will talk about what happened to the support for revenue, net income and expenses. So, we start with revenue, whereby Nestle revenue decreased as much as 1,896 ringgit from year 2019 to 2020, and revenue increased as much as 3,020 636 ringgit from year 2020 to 2021. And for net income, decreased as much as 1,020 200 from year 2019 to 2020, and decreased as much as 17,098 ringgit from year 2020 to 2021. And lastly, expenses for Nestle, where it is decreased as much as 8,933 ringgit from year 2019 to 2020, and decreased as much as 23,351. And next, I would like to present about question 2, Roman 2. What factors do you think contribute to any significant changes in this financial metrics? So for the first point, strategic equation and divestiture. Nestle has made several strategic equation and divestiture over the years, which have had a significant impact on its financial metrics. For instance, in 2017, Nestle acquired a majority stake in Blue Bottle Coffee, a high-end coffee company, for $4,025 million. This acquisition helped Nestle to strengthen its position in the premium coffee segment and improve its revenue and profitability. Next, currency fluctuation. Nestle generates a significant portion of its revenue from international market, and fluctuation in foreign currency can have a significant impact on its financial metrics. For instance, in 2015, the Swiss franc strengthened significantly against the US dollar, which resulted in a $1.1 billion currency-related loss for Nestle. This loss had a significant impact on Nestle profitability and earnings per share for the year. And for the point 3, changes in consumer preference. Nestle has had to adapt to changing consumer preference over the years, which has had a significant impact on its financial metrics. For instance, in recent years, there has been a growing trend towards healthier and more natural food and beverage products. Nestle has responded to this trend by investing in its health and wellness portfolio, which include brands such as Garden of Life and Healthy Star. This investment has helped Nestle to improve its revenue and profitability in this segment.
Factors number 4 is competitive pressures. For instance, in the coffee segment, Nestle faces competition from companies such as Starbucks and JAB Holding. In response, Nestle has had to invest in its coffee portfolio, which includes brands such as Nescafe, Nespresso, to maintain its market share and profitability. Factors number 5 is regulatory and environmental. For instance, in recent years, there has been increasing pressure on companies to reduce their carbon footprint and adopt more sustainable practice. Nestle has responded to this pressure by setting ambitious sustainability targets, which include reducing its greenhouse gas emissions by 35% by 2030. This commitment has helped Nestle to improve its reputation and brand value, while also reducing its costs and risks.
Assalamualaikum, I am Ezreal Ferisha bin Alfian. My ID number is MDB22111061. I am going to explain the answer for question number 3, 1 Roman. The distinction between trend analysis and interfirm analysis. First difference is the scope and focus. Trend analysis looks for patterns, growth or decline in financial and operational KPI by examining trends, while interfirm is involved contrasting the operational and financial result of several business operating in the same sector or industry. Second is purpose. Trend analysis aids in determining the long-term trend, advantage and disadvantage of a certain business. And interfirm helps determine a company's relative competitive position by comparing it to rivals in the industry. Third is data use. Trend analysis mostly use a single company's historical financial and operational data, while interfirm involve comparing the operational and financial data of several business operating in the same industry. Next is time frame. Trend analysis usually use a longer time scale to find trends and patterns. And interfirm depend on the goals may require both short and long-term comparison. Last difference is risk and industry factor. Trend analysis could fail to take into consideration outside influences on the sector or industry, while interfirm makes it possible to comprehend industry-wide risks and variables that impact the performance of business operating in the same industry better. Let's go to question number 3 to Roman. Inherent problem and constraint of financial analysis. The first problem is non-financial factor. Its mean ratio could miss non-financial aspect including strong brand, competent management and shifting market dynamics. The example is due to consumer loyalty, a firm with a great brand may perform financially, but this may not be reflected in financial ratio. Second problem is ignoring external factors. Ratio frequently ignore outside influences like shift in the regulatory landscape or the state of the economy. For example, a company's financial performance might be impacted by an abrupt change in government rules, but ratio might not be able to reveal this information on their own. Third problem is timing issue. Ratio offer a movement in time view of the financial situation and might not account for continuous change. For example, even while the study might not show it right away, a company might be in the midst of implementing cost-cutting strategies that will improve its financial ratio. Next is inflation effect. The trustworthiness of ratio can be impacted by inflation, which can skew the values of income, obligation and asset. For example, during period of high inflation, historical cost-based ratio may not reflect the true economic value of company asset. The last problem is window dressing. Companies may manipulate financial statement to present a better picture, impacting the accuracy of ratio. For example, a company might delay recognizing expenses or accelerate revenue recognition to improve profitability ratio temporarily.